of more immediate concern, the weather that's coming our way for Ash Wednesday. And we have meteorologist Jeremy Lewan in the backyard with that.
Hey, Scott, a wide majority of us are going to see just rain showers out of this, but there could be some isolated spots, especially the further south and west you live. Schuylkill County, Union County, Snyder County, even out towards Lycoming and Clinton counties, where some of these storms could have some more juice in them and cause some severe weather as well. So let's talk about the day that we had today before we talk about our day tomorrow. We hit 54 as a high today in Avoca, 56 for Williamsport, 57 in Selinsgrove. Those are the warmest temperatures we've seen so far all 2025. We have not been warmer here in Avoca. Last time we had temperatures in the 54-degree range was on February 25th, and that day we hit 53. So this is the warmest day we've seen so far all year, and it is actually the normal high for April 1st. So we're feeling more like April today than early March, and we were 11 degrees above average. Normally we top out around 43. We've got perfect clear skies overhead, beautiful for stargazing over Lake Wallenpaupack, which is still frozen, and that is why there is a risk for ice jams. Rivers, streams, creeks, lakes all still have some ice on them, and as we get warmer temperatures tomorrow and the rain that'll help to melt some of that ice could get lodged in some spots and create some flooding upstream. So we've got a temperature right now of 47 degrees at 11 o'clock at night. That's still warmer than the average high temperature for this date. We're still warmer than that at 11 o'clock at night with south-southwest winds bringing up that warmth from the Gulf, really, as far south as the Gulf, a really strong flow of air coming out of the south. We've got temperatures still at 50 for Lewisburg, 52 in Elysburg. A little bit cooler there in the northern tier. We're at 30 in New Milford, 34 for Pleasant Mount, still in the upper 40s for the Valley cities. Hazleton sitting at 40. We're warmer than we were yesterday at this time by 10, 15, 20, even 25 degrees there in Selinsgrove. It is much warmer, and we're going to keep that warmth with us through our day tomorrow as that strong southerly flow is consistent until that cold front rolls through. Then temperatures crash on the back end of it. Not too much, down into the 40s, but much cooler than we were today and what will be tomorrow. Winds, you can see that southerly component on those barbs bringing up that warmer air. And here's your weather timeline. We'll start off with some showers around sunrise. Heavier rain and high winds possible as we head throughout the latter portion of the morning and into the early afternoon. And some of those storms isolated could turn severe. We've got clear skies overhead, but we're already noticing some changes out in central Pennsylvania. Those thick clouds thickening up for Clinton County. Look at the bigger picture. This is just a monster of a storm. I mean, it extends all the way from the Gulf to Michigan, even into Canada with blizzard-like conditions for parts of Minnesota and into Wisconsin. This line of thunderstorms just rolled through New Orleans. And of course, today being Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, a lot of revelers out on Bourbon Street, and they dealt with these thunderstorms that rolled through. So much rain fell just north of Lake Pontchartrain that there's a flood warning in effect. So these storms are packing a punch down in the deep south. They're rolling their way eastward, and they'll be a problem for us tomorrow. So here's future clouds on radar. We'll have clouds thickening up through the overnight. By tomorrow morning, overcast skies. First few showers around sunrise in central Pennsylvania. Notice the yellows and oranges starting to work their way into Clinton and Lycoming counties throughout the latter portion of the morning. And then past noontime into lunch, we see those storms roll their way eastward. Now, rumbles of thunder definitely possible. Flashes of lightning, downpours. And with temperatures up near 60, it'll cause a lot of that ice to melt. Then those storms move towards the east by 4 o'clock, clobbering parts of eastern Pennsylvania, the Poconos, out through Pike County. And then we're not done yet, folks. There's another line that could intensify and spark up along the instability that's left behind around 9 o'clock, and that doesn't finish up in central Pennsylvania until around midnight on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, there's some residual moisture left, could be some flurries since it's cold enough to support that in the upper levels of the atmosphere on Thursday afternoon. Here's your future rainfall totals, likely between a ½ inch and 1½ inches. Some isolated spots in the Poconos could see more than 1.5 inches. And here is the risk for severe weather. Further south and west, a higher chance, a slight risk, level 2 out of 5. For high winds, possible small hail, and even a brief tornado. We will be on watch for you, and we'll update you to make sure if there is any risk of a tornado, we'll be on the air for you tomorrow. Here's that ice jam. You know, if those floating particles of ice can get lodged in those bottleneck areas of the rivers, there could be some blockage and cause problems for you upstream. Shikshini, Berwick, Selinsgrove, Sunbury, even all the way up to Nanticoke could be issues with ice jams. Overnight tonight, 39 degrees, more cloud cover as we head through the overnight. The showers start by sunrise. And there's a look at your 7-day forecast. We're up near 60. It'll be the warmest day so far all 2025. Then we level off down into the 40s for the rest of the week and into the weekend, which is important for, of course, the two parades. We could be dealing with some flurries and sprinkles, but nothing like what we're going to deal with tomorrow. Just remain weather aware throughout the whole day.
All right, we'll have our eye on the sky tomorrow for sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yep.
The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins were back.